AromicHundred, most radioactive hits from all across the Atomic Radio Network this year, as voted by you. I'm your host Max B, and last week we heard the 100 to 81 placings in the Atomic 100. We're going to swing right into the number 80 track this week. She featured prominently last week. It's the Melbourne-based melodramatic artist Bette Foord, coming in hot with this BDSM single titled Queen Daddy. Brian Stevenson says, "It is an interesting song. I like how Queen is drawn out and the music sound is very well suited for the song." Find out what you think right now on the Atomic 100.
We need more songs about BDSM. Actually, during my interview with Atomic, with Max from Atomic, he called me a dominatrix of talking about sex positivity and dominating the charts. So maybe I need to incorporate that.
79.
Hey!
Honey, it's me.
It's good me again. And my mom's favorite song of mine. Dirty Talk. About phone sex. That's good. 2 sex songs in a row from me. When it comes to talking, I just talk to you. That dirty talk. Oh, oh. That dirty talk. Oh, oh. Dirty talk.
At number 79, Dirty Talk by Melbourne artist Bette Foord. Simply a song about phone sex and wagga wagga. Moving along now, we're back to Bette Foord. And taking a little bit of a spooky turn, Betty's number 74 charter, Rowing on the Lake, is a song about a girl whose spirits haunt a lake, where her body lays unnoticed, crying out to a lover to find her and set her free. Let us know in the comments what you think about this one, and without further ado, it's number 74. 74.
This song, Val Amant, he wrote a whole bunch of songs, a whole bunch of books, and wanted me to write all the songs for their trailer on YouTube, and it was super cool, and this was one of them. It was called Rowing on the Lake. Me again!
Wear a mask. It's not that fucking hard, so just do your fucking part. Don't leave the house.
I was very mad
Must go out.
during this time, if you can't
Don't
tell.
complain like an ass, just wear a mask.
Then at number 72, the impassioned pandemic-era single from Bette Foord, Don't Complain Like an Ass, Just Wear a Mask. Short and sweet, but to the point. And
My song about my old dog Molly. I wrote this when she was dying. She had cancer, and we thought she was getting fat, but it was actually the cancer in all of her stomach. She was real grumbly, like Pippi's. She was great. I'm not ready for this to end.
You belong here right with me. But if love could save you, nothing would stand in your way. We've had shitty leaders before, but Como brings the bar down to the floor.
Very true.
hey, it's Max B, and you're back.
Love Max.
Or I'm back, and you're listening to the Atomic 100. Most radioactive hits from all across the Atomic Radio Network this year. 2 songs that we just heard there from Bette Foord, melodramatic Melbourne artist. The first was titled Molly's Song, coming in at number 70. A song about Betty's old dog Molly, a feisty, funny little thing who suddenly got very sick. She loved to sit under the piano, and Bette wrote this song for her during her last day. It was an exclusive song to Atomic. Head over to our streaming app to listen to that one. And then in number 69, it was the Alex Huard remix of Shitty Leaders. If I'm not mistaken, Betty's first #1 single on the weekly Atomic charts. A song that was written just in time for the Democracy Sausage on May 21st. Paul commended Shitty Leaders for being such a catchy and creative track. Week. Shitty Leaders was also there, the remix coming in this week, and now it is the live recording of her single, Daddy. Written in honor of her late father's memory on the 20th anniversary of his passing and recorded live at the cemetery. The sound of the happy birds in nature make Bette feel like he's approved. Well, everybody else approved Bette because they voted, and your song, Daddy, is now number 68 in the 2022 Atomic 100. You're listening to Atomic Radio.
That's nice.
Track 68.
That's nice. Thank you, everyone.
You know me, well you used to. You would show me with those things you do. You thrown a match at me and walked away. No words to say.
Welcome back to the Atomic 100. We just heard the final song from Bette Foord tonight, titled You Know Me, coming in at number 67. And we've this week, I'd guesstimate that almost the entire discography from those artists charted in the 100 this year, which is an amazing commendment to Bette, Jake, and their fans for voting so ferociously throughout the weekly charts all year to get those phenomenal artists in the charts. You Know Me was a song about an experience that Bette once had with her health condition after collapsing in the kitchen floor, which is not an unusual symptom of her disability. A person that she thought she knew walked in and ignored everything about her disability and accused her of taking something. Then come on, in the 2022 Atomic Most Radioactive Hits of the Year. I've been your host, Max B, and thanks for tuning in to Atomic Radio. Join me again next week as I run you through the 60 to 41 placings. Thanks for listening, and have a good night.